Post-match interview here at the Erie following today's FA Cup defeat to York City. Skip, start with you. Obviously, not the result that we would have wanted. We didn't obviously want the FA Cup run to come to an end, but you've got to be so proud of the team that we've gone out there today. We were seconds away from going in at 1-1, and we've sort of conceded the goal sort of in the last knock-ins of the first period. But all in all, you've got to be dead proud. As I say, 3 divisions above us. If we'd have gone possibly gung ho and tried to go toe to toe with them, it could have potentially been ugly. But as I say, it was a great day for not just on the pitch but off the pitch as well.
The answer to the question there is proud of the lads, proud of everyone from the committee to the supporters to the players, everybody involved with the club. 10 out of 10. The players have given us everything today. If you'd have said to me, it sort of sounds tongue-in-cheek, if you'd have said to me when the draw was done that we'd get the size crowd that we've got, the fact you're playing York City, the fact that we would lose 3-1, while I don't like losing games and I'm optimistic in every game I go into and I'm always looking for the positives, you have to be realistic. They're a conference side, they're third in the league, they're looking to gain back into the Football League, and if you said to me we lose 3-1, I'd have probably took your hand off. After the game, with the effort the lads have put in, and I want to sit there and say they've all given me Dave, Tim and Joe, a 10 out of 10 performance. I couldn't ask any more. I literally can't. And you're looking at the end of it, and even they're starting to question and use the word if, and if we hadn't done this, and if Hunt is coming here, and then he's mentioned if when he cut inside, why doesn't he shoot with his left foot? So we're now looking at the minor things that could have just even swung it even better for us. But what I would like to say at this point, we picked a formation. It's a little bit more defensive than we normally use, which did mean that Bondi and Bailey didn't start, which I know they both accepted and understood, and it was hard on them because they've been fantastic players for this club down the years. But if we'd have gone out there and played an expansive game with them in the side there, I think we could have not because of them, just because of the fact that we needed to defend, we needed to be in the game after 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then bring them on towards the end and see where it takes us. So while they missed out to start with, I felt for them, but I think the tactics that between us all, we got spot on, and we were in the game until the 88th minute, which was unbelievable achievement from everybody.
Excellent stuff. Just touching on the tactics of how we set up. When it got to sort of 20 minutes to go, is it a case of you don't really know whether to stick or twist? Because you obviously, at the end of the day, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose by six or 7. But when you're still in the game at 2-1, there's always that opportunity that one little slip from them might let us back into the game. Was it difficult making the substitutions in the second half in terms of, do we try and go more expansive to try and force a level up, or was it just a case of we still need to keep a solid defensive shape just to ensure that it doesn't become a landslide in the end?
It was kind of, but the best way to describe it was originally to probably be, it's almost like the old Rocky film, but to keep let them keep coming at us and coming at us and coming at us, stay in the game. And then expand late in the game. We had, which is what we did in the end. We went back to the 4-2-3-1 late to see if we could turn it round and get back to 2-2. And they actually hit us on the break, if I'm honest with you. But we set it up. I thought the setup was perfect today against them. Lots of credit to James, who was trolled through loads of footage. And we set up with a 4-4-1-1 formation. We only had the one lad, we had one natural forward in the side, and to if I think I've said in a couple of interviews that sort of 10-minute games. I mean, Skip described it in the start as 6 15-minute games, and but sort of play 10 minutes, go another 10 minutes, and of course we were undone on 8. I think we scored probably 3 or 4 minutes later. But the fact that we just kept with them, and the thing is, up until the 40, whatever it was, 44, 45th, 46th minute, they were starting, and exactly by building pressure, they were starting then to struggle with it. Not say struggle, but frustrated with it.
Was there a slight disappointment that we were so close to getting at half time at 1-1, and did it put a different slant on the team talk at the half time, or was it a case of just, lads, great first half and couldn't have asked for much more?
Look, it definitely put. We went from going to walk into the change room, they're probably going to get their backsides kicked because they're expected to win the game, and we were going to walk in, all would have been elated, and it just looked, without doubt, it dampened us a little bit, and you know, nobody. Errors are, there's an error made, probably the only error we made all game, if I'm honest with you. And unfortunately, because you're playing against a side that, you know, if it's in our division, we possibly get away with that. But today you're playing against that quality, and unfortunately we got punished for that one error. So it changed the team talk. But then we still spoke about doing the same thing. We lifted them. We told them we actually felt at half time that we were confident enough to go. We felt we could still turn it around. You know, be confident, play on the front foot, still be brave with your passing, and still keep the shape the same, because they struggled with us playing on the break. I mean, Amir had got man of the match. I thought Adam Hunt was outstanding today.
I thought both the fullbacks were very good today.
Yeah,
I thought Willie had a good game today as well.
He did, and we set it up with the two boys in front who both had great games. You know, Pat turned up to his second game with us, and we started him. You know, and we were trying to work him in carefully, but as I said to him, look, I'd rather have your head on the pitch for 30 minutes because your experience in the end. I think we've got 60 to 70 minutes out of Pat, who I also thought was outstanding for us, Charlie alongside him. So you know, we set it up. I thought the tactics were great, and we actually were ready to make the slightly more expansive move with 12 minutes to go, and then the ball went out of play. We had, and we got them on with about 6. We had 5 minutes injury time, and that was to ever go. And look, it undone us because they broke, like I say, they broke on us. At that time, look, they'd probably say that they were quite happy just to keep the ball, but they broke on us to sort of, just wrong-footed George, who also has had another great game, and it just killed us. And yet in the last 2 minutes of injury time, Lee's had one cleared off the line. You know, he's caught one nice, and they've just got the guy on the line to clear it off us. Could have got a free turn. Not saying we're going to get it back to 3-3, but then it probably gets it to a 2-1, 3-2. I think 3-1 in the end. Flattered's the wrong word, but I don't think we deserve 3-1, if that's the right way to say it. And so, yeah, we got it about right. Looked at and I say, I'll describe it as a Rocky film. It was that. Let them keep coming, stay in the game. Skip's just said we made decisions. We didn't pick all three. We didn't start Lee. We didn't start Bondi. We didn't start Bailey because of that reason. But we've also in the knowledge that we knew that we could change it with those three and go and provide we're in the game. If we'd have gone that at the start, again exactly as Skip said, we could be 3 or 4 and gone. And then what's the point? Give ourselves a chance, keep them under pressure, and that we've come out of it with so much pride and everything from it. Players will go home tonight, and if they've got anything about them at all, they should realise what they've done. You know, to go, you know, toe to toe with them and be in that game all the way through in front of what was a fantastic crowd. I don't think we could get a better day. I really don't.
Skip, just finally, take me back to that equaliser in the first half. Obviously, you're playing a National League opposition, 3 divisions above you. There was always going to be long spells of the game where we weren't going to have the ball, but that moment where we equalised in the first half is just an absolutely incredible moment for us as a football club. Forget the end result, the fact that we've given everybody out there a goal in front of that sort of crowd, and the way it was taken as well was a great moment for us as a football club.
This is right up there. I mean, the whole idea was to stay in the game as long as possible. You go a goal down after 7 minutes and you're thinking, good grief, this is going to be a potential long afternoon. So our reaction was superb, and then Huntley going down the wing there and superb, and the cross and the touch and the finish is out of this world. And yeah, from that moment on, the scenes were unbelievable. I'm looking forward to the footage and the VOs and just to see. But yeah, when you look, I think we're into year 9 doing this, and that is right up there in the top 3 or 4 feelings I've had. Your victories in the Vars over Windsor's up there. Your winning leagues is fantastic. Last minute winners, but that feeling there was, because I'm not saying you've gone from a low, but you conceded against such a good side that doesn't concede many goals, and you're thinking, wow. And the most important thing was to have the crowd involved and to have the crowd in a game. So you didn't want to concede 2, 3, 4 early, and it becomes a damn squid. So 1-1, we scored the goal, the faces, the joy, the noise is just incredible. And then of course, in that first half, we've actually had, I don't know, 2, 3 very good opportunities. If we'd have just had a little bit more, dare I say composure, but pull the trigger. Don't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. And I think Huntley's going home, who's had an unbelievable game. Wishes he'd got a left foot. But superb. Look, yeah, it was just a great Great feeling, honestly. And I'm sitting there looking around. It's brilliant. And Huntley's now going to kill me.
He'll train. He'll keep his abs and train.
He'll be asking for that bit we can't have.
Yeah.
And on that note, gents, as I say, it's been an absolutely fantastic run. It's been an absolutely crazy 2 weeks trying to get this game organised. But what a day it's been. Yes, we didn't get the positive result that we wanted, but it's been an absolutely fantastic occasion to be part of, and a great run as well. And yeah, we, as the famous saying goes, can now concentrate on the league. So let's obviously enjoy the night, and we go again next weekend. So
can I just say that without what you've put into it and the rest of the committee, but you in particular, to make that into what it was just unbelievable. I mean, we get lots of praise as managers, but people don't realise what goes on behind the scenes at most clubs, but certainly this one. And I've spoken to you about 500 times this week when you've been on your knees. And look, that was perfection today, and you put it all together. The rest of the committee have been unreal. We've always brag and boast about our committee that we've got so many. Everyone's turned up today. A load of the reserve managers, people have come along to help us. It was phenomenal, you know. And look, the easy bit was walking out there and playing football. To see what went on around and all the work that you've all put in was just different gear. But you, mate, different level.
well, it's no iron team, mate. It's a real team effort. So let's say enjoy the evening, gents, and we go again next weekend.
Thank you very much,
Cheers,
Dave.
mate.
Thank
Thanks.
you.